Good evening, Carla. Tonight I'm doing the BLT salad with fried green tomatoes. This is a salad they serve at the Pink House in Savannah. I had this back in December. It was really delicious, and then 2 nights later the restaurant caught on fire. Those two events are not related, by the way. But anyway, it's really good. It's got bacon. It's got a sweet bacon, mixed salad greens, fried green tomatoes, and a buttermilk thyme dressing. So I'm going to show you how to make this one right now. So looking at the ingredients we need for this fried green tomato bacon salad, we're going to start off with, we're going to need an egg for coating the tomatoes. We're going to need some flour, cornmeal, some Italian breadcrumbs. We're going to need buttermilk, some sour cream, some mayonnaise, a little bit of honey, some thyme. If you can find fresh thyme, use that. It's couldn't find any, so I'm using dried thyme leaves. That'll work just fine. A little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of red wine vinegar, clove of garlic. We need some green tomatoes. You'll notice these are not perfectly green anymore. They were when I bought them, but they're okay because they're still really, really firm. And that's the thing, if you're going to do fried tomatoes, they need to be really, really rock hard. They start getting mushy, then they're too soft to fry. These are still hard, so they're good. We need some bacon, and of course our salad mix, salad greens, whatever salad mix you want to use, be fine. You could use romaine, use iceberg, just whatever. I'm using the spring mix because that's what they used at the old Pink House. And I think that's everything. So we're going to get started with the bacon and the salad dressing. Okay, so in the bowl I've combined 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1/4 of a cup of wine vinegar, 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, a little salt, little pepper, and a tablespoon of honey. And basically just whisking this all together into a paste. Oh, also forgot 1 clove of garlic that I minced up. Went in there. So I'm just whisking this all up nice and smooth. Like that. I'm going to stick that in the refrigerator while I start working on the tomatoes themselves. Okay, the bacon's already been cooked and drained, and I've now got it in a secure location. That's double talk for Pauline cannot get to it. Although I might have given her a slice of bacon. But anyway, we're moving on to the tomatoes now. So I'm going to take the tomatoes, we're going to slice them up, and I'm going to cut the top end off first into about 1/4 inch slices. And I'm going to see if I can do this without cutting myself. Probably get 1 more slice off of that. Slippery little things. There we go. There's that one. Toss these. Do the other one. Like such. Okay. So, because tomatoes, even in the green state, have a lot of moisture in them, we want to remove some of that moisture. What we're going to do is we're going to salt them and put them on the rack, the same rack I did the bacon on. So I'm just going to sprinkle them liberally with some salt on both sides and let them sit there for about 15 minutes. And then we'll wipe them down, and then we'll start with the coating on them. So I'm going to give it a good liberal dose and just put it on the rack. And I'm going to do both sides. So that it'll pull, the salt will pull the excess moisture out of there before we start the frying process. And it may seem like a lot of salt, but we are going to wipe these down. So you're not going to have all that salt when we actually cook them. You want basically 2 tomato slices per person when you're making the salad. Alright. So those are all salted. Those are going to sit for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to wipe them down and then come back and move on with our next phase. Alright, time to start battering these things up. So we're going to have 3 different containers here. We're going to start with, first container is just going to have flour in it. I'm just going to put 1 cup of flour in the first bowl. Can always add more later if we need it. The last bowl is going to be half and half of the cornmeal and the breadcrumbs. So I'm going to do half a cup of each, basically. We'll start with the cornmeal. Top it off with the breadcrumbs. That's going to go in the second bowl, or rather the third bowl. And then we're going to mix those up together. Then in the middle bowl is going to be basically the egg wash. So I've got 1 egg that we need to beat up fairly well. And then to that we're going to add 1 cup of buttermilk. Like that. Add a good stir. Alright, we're going to start with first tomato, which I've wiped down, patted them dry. You're going to go into the flour first. Kind of get them coated with the flour. Shake off the excess, then into the egg wash. And then into the third mixture. You want to get them coated all the way around really well with that mixture. to go into the draining rack over there, and they're going to sit for about 10 minutes before we actually start frying them. So we're going to finish off the rest of these, breading them, and then we'll actually start frying. Alright, these have been resting for a few minutes, so now we're going to start putting them into the hot oil carefully. A couple of minutes on each side until they get kind of a golden brown color. It doesn't take them long to cook. Get it out of here. And we'll put them back on the rack. Let them drain until they reach the desired color. Turn that off now. Alright, so those are done. We're going to let those cool off for a couple minutes, and then we're going to assemble the salad. Alright, to start assembling the salad, we're going to start with Pauline, who's looking for bacon. I'll give you some later. I'm going to start off with a handful of the mixed greens, like so. On top of that, take a piece of the bacon, kind of break it up. I think they say about 2 slices per person, but I'm going to be generous and do more than that because, you know, that's the kind of guy I am. Besides, I like bacon. Pauline likes bacon. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're standing here watching me. Alright. On top of that, let me grab my tongs here. Take one of your tomato slices. Goes on top of that. Then a little drizzle of dressing from the bowl to go on top. Then we repeat the process with another layer of greens. Placed on top. This makes a big salad, by the way. You'll notice I am using a salad plate for my salad. So more greens, more bacon. You heard bacon, didn't you, Pauline? So I'm doing about 3 pieces of bacon per salad. And then finally, one more fried green tomato. And then another drizzle of salad dressing on top. And it's ready to eat. You will need a knife with this when you eat it to cut through your tomato, but that's it. The bacon, lettuce, tomato salad with fried green tomatoes. Very delicious salad. This is what I had at the Pink House for my starter salad, and I fell in love with it and I devoured the whole thing. So I think you're going to like this one, Carla. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.